Hello Reformers and welcome back to Freeman Guerrilla Warfare. And, well, we've done a little bit of progress. I've played for, well, a little bit of time, and you can see here that our forces are still relatively similar to what we had previously, but what has changed dramatically has been my body armor. As you can see here, I found some dragon skin body armor. I've also leveled up a little bit. I'm now level 8, and I have 5 in Constitution. As I said, I was going to advance our Constitution a little bit. Now we have, well, quite a ways to go until we get the next level, so what I'm going to try to do is grind some bandits with you right now, and maybe we will try to besiege Berezno towards the later part of the video. I don't exactly know whether this is going to work, because I'm pretty sure it's not, because I may need to have a little bit more in commanding and leadership skill, and that's going to take me another 3 levels to be able to do that, because I need 15 intelligence for it. So it's something that I'm not really wanting to do as such, unless maybe I have a sniper rifle or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to just grind a little bit, and you can hopefully see that I have become a little better at shooting in this game. Now, obviously that is a bold statement for me to make, because let's face it, I'm not exactly the greatest at shooting anything. I'm not good at shooting bows or thrown weapons in Man and Blade either. Well, I kind of I'm okay. I'm okay at shooting those things, but still. Anyway, let's just spawn everyone out here, and we're gonna get our sniper team. Let's see if there's any raised environments. I think this could be really good over here, so let's place them there. And we'll put the MG section relatively similarly to them as well, because let's face it, maybe if the snipers get a little bit outnumbered, they might need some assistance, and the MG squad is always on hand to lend their assistance, hopefully. Anyway, let's just take all of these guys, place them here, and then there we go. We're just gonna get an overall offensive push going over to the side here. Now do bear in mind that we are gonna have to be a bit careful, because, you know, the enemies do like to be a bit sneaky, and they do like to attack you from behind as well, so let's be a bit wary. I still have my AKM. As I said, I did purchase the dragon skin armor. That was about 7,900, and, well, you can see that my armor has dramatically increased. Before I had 31, and now I have 68. So, yes, that's pretty good. That is pretty good, if I do say so myself. And it seems like we're not finding any enemies so far, which is very strange. In my last couple of battles, the enemies came from the side and came from behind us. So this is quite interesting. Okay, so what's actually going on here? What are these guys doing? They're taking a little bit of time to move, which is not exactly great, but it's okay. Okay, let's just move these guys over here, and I'm going to actually move these guys over there a little bit, because they are dawdling a little, so we want to make sure that they get into some decent enough cover. And speaking of cover, let's try and see if we can move these guys over in this direction, and hopefully they won't get caught out or anything with the opponent deciding to move in at that point. But the main thing that we have to worry about right now is literally just getting caught out, because you can see here there's not much cover in this area. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of stumps and maybe a stone or two, but for the most part there's not much really to speak of. And I'm actually still surprised that there are no enemies around here. You would expect them to be right there, wouldn't you? But no, apparently not. Apparently not. Alright. Let's actually have a look around here and see if I can spot some enemies. Seems like I can't spot anyone. Well, the best people to call for that job are my snipers. So we should probably get those to move a little bit closer, because they're going to be very, very useful in this regard. So let's try and put them over here. There we go, and these guys can go there as well. Didn't really want to move them up so much. I think that's a little bit A little bit too risky for my liking, but yeah, well, it's okay, because the timer at the top is ticking away, and we might be able to uncover the remaining enemies reasonably easily, but I say remaining enemies, but we haven't actually killed anyone yet, which is very, very confusing. Kind of makes me think the enemy is playing some sort of game. Advanced tactics that we are unaware of. Oh yes. Okay, well, let's just continue to move forward. Well, this is actually not too bad, because the sniper is obviously going to be in a pretty decent position to cover the rest of us. Wait a minute. Is anyone firing? Yes, there we go. Okay, so there are the opponents up there. Do they have a height advantage? Not particularly. Hopefully our snipers will be able to see them. Let's just move them over a little bit just to make sure that they are in range. And hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of kills now as well. This is a very thin tree. I'm not a big fan of this thin tree. Well, it seems as though our mercenary snipers are doing a pretty reasonable job. I haven't really been able to clip anyone at the moment, but that's okay. I really don't mind about that. Although, it is a bit sad, because that means I'm not able to get any experience, and we kind of need the experience, don't we? So let's actually just see what's going on here. Okay, so they're all over in this direction, so we should probably just start moving our guys around a little bit. And eventually, I mean, maybe we could just charge them, to be honest. I mean, I've actually been very successful with charging the opponent and just literally catching them unawares, because they're unable to fully respond to a full push by many of my squads. And so we basically don't lose any units by doing that, which is pretty amazing in itself, because you'd think at that point you would probably lose a couple, but you know, no, it's actually pretty advantageous to try an outlandish tactic like that. And I'm actually doing something wrong there. There we go. Maybe we can do something here. Well, we've moved very close to the opponent at the moment, but there's only 9 left, so we really don't have to worry about that too much. I'm literally now going to tell everyone to charge in, and you may think that that is, well, a little bit too risky, but I think we should be fine. As you can see, the enemies are all the way over there, so we're going to have to get over there as soon as possible and take them out. And I think charging across the map is going to be the way to go. I'm going to try and get our snipers on a bit of an elevation. As you can see right here, there's a nice elevation there. I'm going to move the MG section a little bit closer than the snipers. Obviously, their range is a little bit limited in comparison. And then we're going to go ourselves. And I did get a little bit of experience, not as much as I would have liked, but, well, sometimes you just don't get lucky in terms of the battle environment. Like sometimes, as I say, the opponent decides to attack us up a hill, or when we're in extremely good cover and they're not in cover, and I'm able to very easily either flank them or just shoot them from range, because this AK has actually a surprising amount of range and good amount of power as well, so the bullet doesn't really drop too much. And it's pretty easy to get a kill. Sometimes I've been able to get a looter kill, which is, I would assume, one of the lowest level of enemy troops. And I've been able to get a looter kill with one bullet. And I can only assume that that is either because I'm lucky enough to get a headshot, or he's just injured. But it kind of stands to reason that the AK is probably one of the more powerful assault rifles, with the exception of obviously bolt action. I don't know whether there's any bolt action rifles. I haven't really checked that far into it, but what I gotta say is that for an early access title, I feel like Freeman has a lot of potential going for it. And I mean, yeah, it has brutal difficulty, absolutely brutal difficulty. I mean, I had some big problemms at the very start, you know, because you have to deal with these bandits that are sometimes extremely filled with genius strategy, and they're able to flank you and headshot you and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think that it could use a tweak, but obviously I think I don't know, it may just depend on maybe reducing damage taken and things like that. I do know that there is a slider in the options menu at the moment that is currently used to reduce damage taken by the player. And I actually had no idea about this until one of you commented about it. I did check the options menu, but then I was like, do I want to do that? Oh, mercenary militia squad? I'm actually kind of surprised that they still need to level up, but okay. Well, that's nice. So that's actually pretty good. Alright, so where's the last enemy? Oh, he's over here. Right. Okay, well, let's go in this direction. Yeah, there he is. He's going to die very soon, and that will be a victory for us. So I think the next thing I'm going to concentrate on doing, with the exception of the siege, of course, is I'm going to try and get a sniper rifle, because I mean, I think in general, doing a siege, if we're unable to achieve victory in the siege later on in the episode, then it's more than likely that we will be able to do so if we have a sniper rifle on our side, because the player usually having that amount of power in terms of ranged ability is going to sway the battle in our favor, or at the very least I hope so. Anyway, let's see if we can sell a couple of things here. And yeah, there's the dragon skin body armor at 7,700 actually. I wouldn't mind getting some other helmet as well. There's also an assault vest. We're currently using a vest which gives us, I think, 6 armor. So if we were to get the assault vest, that would give us another 20. But as I say, I think it would probably be a better idea for us to potentially save up and see what we could do about purchasing that wonderful Type 79 silent sniper rifle. So maybe we could make that a reality. I think that would be kind of fun. And I'm going to sell a couple of this AK ammo as well. There we go, another 1,000 for us right there. Oh, look at that, 66666. That is kind of amusing. Okay, so we do have one of our forces leveled up here. Mercenary Rifle Squad? Why have they taken so long to level up? I guess it's just because they haven't gotten many kills. Kind of makes me a bit sad that they've taken so long, because, well, they're our lowest level squad at the moment. I mean, you can see here that we have 2 veteran squads, MG section, sniper team, etc. And yeah, but anyway, as I was saying about the game, I think personally it is brimming with potential. And you can see here, I mean, yeah, it's early access, you know, you're buying into early access, so obviously there's going to be content that is not implemented just yet. But I think it's actually at a pretty reasonable price as well. I mean, there's a number of hours here, a number of hours to be, you know, to be had and enjoyed. And I think if you don't want to, you know, actually invest in an early access title, then I think just in general stay away from early access. But if you want to support the developers and actually give them, you know, a little bit of incentive, you know, obviously apart from completing their game, but, you know, just give them a little bit of support for their work so far, then I think that's a good idea. But obviously people have been burned by early access in the past, but I think somehow with the amount of patches that are currently being released, I think this developer certainly has their head on straight, or at least we can hope so in the near future. So anyway, otherwise we have 21 enemies here, and I think they're going to be pretty easy. I mean, you can see here we have a really nice starting area. We should very easily be able to get some nice cover with our MG section and our snipers, and I don't really want to separate us, so I'm just gonna tell our guys to just stay relatively similarly together, and we'll see what we can do. And yeah, that's the thing, I really did want to get an additional squad, because I think that could probably make a big difference. I mean, we currently have 26, so we would have, I would assume, 31 at that point, and that's a pretty decent amount. But I didn't really want to just continue leveling intelligence instead of leveling constitution, because in the end me dying is going to make a huge difference. Because I mean, obviously if you die, then you're done, you know, that's basically game over. So it's not something that I really wanted to, well, let prosper for too long. So that's the reason why I've decided to get some armor and, you know, obviously get some additional HP as well. And I'm actually kind of surprised at the benefit of Constitution as well, because obviously Constitution gives you, well, 5 HP per point, and I was unaware of that. I actually thought that it was gonna, well, I mean, I was aware of that, but then you go for something like tenacity, or what is the other thing? Oh, I can't remember the other skill. The thing that increases your maximum HP just by a base value, and I think that improves your HP by, probably, is it 5 as well? I don't know whether it is, because I only have 1 point in it at the moment, and I have, well, 2 additional points from Constitution, so that would have given me 10. So 1 point in that would have given me another 14? Is that true? I'm not entirely sure about that, to be honest. Okay, there's a guy. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, there we go. We got the thug. And maybe we can get a couple of others, but it really depends where they are. Ah, they're coming through the valley over here. Oh, look. Is that one over there? It might be a little bit too out of range for my AK, or I'm just not hitting him. Got him. There we go. Is that a tree, or is that an enemy troop? That's just how it is. Is that a tree? Not entirely sure. Yes. Alright, so this is where we go into the charge phase of things. Yes. Okay, I'm not going to move my MG section or anything, just in case they decide to flank us or something. Okay, these guys are charging, these are not, so let's get them charging as well, and everyone else is going to be absolutely fine. Alright, so we need to find them. I mean, have you seen how quick this actually is? It's only been 3 minutes in this battle, and we've still just about almost attained victory. So it really shows. I mean, if you go back, I mean, if you remember, I don't know whether you've watched the previous episodes, but if you go back and watch part 1, part 2, you know, we are struggling to survive. And I suppose that is the beauty of games like these, you know, Mount a Blade and in general, RPGs, when you start at level 0, level 1, whatever it may be, and you start fighting the lowest level monsters or enemy troops or whatever it may be, and then you just gain power again and again and again until you're able to beat that same band of enemies or bandits or whatever they may be once again, and yeah, then it gives you that satisfaction feeling, and that's nice. I like that a lot. Anyway, let's see if we can... Ah, there they are. They're over there. Let's do this. We're just going to charge straight at them once again. I mean, these guys should be used to running into enemy fire. I'm going to use this guy as a bit of a shield. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. And we're going to see if we can maybe do something here. I mean, I would like to get some additional experience if at all possible, but you can see here that my forces are so incredibly experienced and very efficient that it's sometimes difficult for me to get kills just because they are so incredibly fast. Well, never mind. There you go. That was easy. And we gain... Ooh, yeah, look at that. We are almost there. We are almost there. We really are going to get that sniper rifle pretty soon, I think. I think I need probably another... Probably another 6 battles. If I get 2,000 every single time, then probably another 6 battles. Anyway, I'm going to go to a town. And then we're going to go and try to participate in the siege of Berezno. And we'll try our best to achieve victory. Alright, so I know some of you have suggested to me to get the next points of commanding and leadership just so that I can get that extra squad in there. And yeah, I'd concur about that. Having more and more troops is obviously a very, very good idea. But unfortunately for me, I don't know, I just prefer to maybe stay alive a little bit longer. Anyway. We're going to spec 1 more point in Constitution here. I'm probably going to leave it at 6. Maybe I'll level up Dexterity, or maybe I will go for that extra point in Commanding and Leadership with the Intelligence at some point. But anyway, as you can see, I've increased my health by 5 points, and then I'm going to increase my health again by a certain margin. So we have 129, and that means 134 with the extra point of Constitution. So let's try and work out how much Vitality actually gives us. So I'm just going to let the game run a little bit. Are these guys wanting to fight me? I have 147 now, so I gained 12. That's actually pretty good. Alright, well, anyway, they didn't seem to want to attack me, but it's okay, because we can now go in to Berezno and see how we do. Let's do it. Alright, so where are we going to spawn? Oh, we're right there. Alright, so let's just get everyone out there. And I'm actually going to deploy everyone immediately, just so that we can get a kind of handle on things, just in case there's like patrols around here or something. But you can see here that the enemy only has... Oh, never mind. I was going to say the enemy only has 47. Yes, that was... that did not last long, did it? No, it didn't last long at all. Alright, so let's just tell these guys to go over here. Ooh, yes, mercenary veteran. Oh, look at that. That was crazy. I think that was actually a grenade of some sort. So that's pretty fantastic. And maybe we should tell these guys to go over here. And maybe we can tell these guys to go over here and assist them as well. And what about these guys? Maybe we can tell them to go over in this direction. I actually don't know what kind of strategy to use for this, but I can assume the best strategy is to keep your people alive. Because as long as they're alive, they're continuing to fire at the opponent, and that makes the most difference. So let's just try and get over to the house here, because that's going to give us the best chance of survival, I would say. Whoa, okay. Okay, let's be a little bit careful here. There's a robber. He's down. I wonder whether it actually goes through the fence or not. Well, so far things are going very well, which is making me a bit suspicious. Okay, let's see here. There's one. I'm being shot a little bit, but that's okay. I do have a med kit. There we go, we got him. Alright, taking a little bit of damage. I'm a bit worried here for a second. Okay, our snipers are doing a really, really good job right now. Let's tell these guys to get over in this direction here. We are losing a couple of people. I might need to... okay, I'm actually a bit worried here. I'm not entirely sure what I should be doing. Let's see if I should... Oh wow, okay, there's a guy. Okay, I'm going to try and get over here if I can. Ooh, that was a big hit right there. Okay, luckily we got a med kit. It's alright. Oh, I did not mean to reload right there. That was a reflex. Oh well, never mind. We do have a little bit of ammo in my inventory, so I could technically run back and get that. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to try get these guys a little bit in better cover, I suppose, and we can maybe move the MG over here. Let's move these guys over there. And the snipers, maybe we can just kind of keep them in that position, or maybe we can just move them over here, because we kind of need their range up here, and currently they're not really having line of sight, which is not very good. And you know what I should do? I should really have a lot more in the way of medkits in my inventory, but, well, didn't think ahead, did I? Didn't think ahead. No, obviously not. Alright, well, we haven't done too badly. We have 15 left. Yeah, we did lose one of our forces just now, but that is to be expected, I suppose. Oh, this guy only has one left in his... Yep, he's down. He's down. Yeah, that was to be expected, unfortunately. Alright, so let's try and move these snipers into position here. And maybe we can get these guys to come over here as well. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know whether we'll be able to do this. Ooh, okay. Just got headshot. Just got headshot. Well, we tried our best. We tried our best. But you can see there that it is, I think, it is probably possible to achieve victory. But obviously you need to be a little bit more careful than I am, and engaging without me did not go very well. Did it? No. But we actually did pretty well for, you know, being outnumbered so considerably. Anyway, in the next episode, we're gonna have, hopefully, enough money to be able to purchase a Type 79 sniper rifle, and then we will most likely be victorious in this siege, because maybe at that point I will also have a little bit more in the way of command and leadership. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.